Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today with types of phrases. University Grammar. Tuesday, January 07, 2020 مراكش. نبدأ على بركة الله. الدرس ديال اليوم سنتمنى أنه ما يكونش طويل شوية because I will cover most of it. الدرس غيكون فيه إن شاء الله Infinitive Phrases, Participle Phrases, Gerund Phrases, Noun Phrases, Verb Phrases, Common Helping Verbs, Prepositional Phrase or Phrases, Types of Prepositional Phrases. Okay, أنا كنت نصح في واحد الامتحان تاع Parts of Speech وتاع تاع Paragraph Writing ولقيت فيه طالب الأستاذ هاد الأنواع تاع الphrases and I haven't done them in my lessons and here they are. على بركة الله. Types of phrases. Phrases. A phrase is a group of two or more words. إذا سمعت phrase راه واحد المجموعة تاع جوج أو لا أكثر من الكلمات. It's a unit of a complete sentence. Just a unit ولكن راه ماشي sentence. The phrase by itself is not a complete sentence because it doesn't have the subject and the predicate. ما كاينش subject and predicate ديالها تتسمى just a phrase. Okay? The phrase can be formed of two words or many words and can function in the sentence like nouns, adverbs or adjectives. يعني هذاك الجزء من الجملة اللي سميته phrase يقدر يتقاد بجوج كلمات أو لا أكثر ويقدر يدير العمل ديال a noun or an adverb or an adjective. For example, nice house. Nice house is a phrase. ما كاين لا verb لا predicate لا والو. The nice old wooden house. شوف قداش ولات nice old adjectives wooden house. تاهي is a phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. Okay. Defining a phrase. عندي أولا infinitive. Infinitive phrases هما phrases that start with an infinitive الverb infinitive بصرف ما والو plus a simple form of a verb بحالاش example عندي to play, to read, to eat, to sleep, to dance, etc. They can act like a noun, an adjective or an adverb. نفس الشيء. Example, he wanted to play tennis. He wanted to play tennis. يعني the whole phrase is what he wanted. يعني الفريز كاملة هو داك الشيء اللي بغا. يعني so it functions as a noun. Okay? To plant a rose, another example. To plant a rose is something noble. هي كاملة as كاملة في sentence كاملة then followed by the verb. She prepares to cook her lunch. She prepares to cook her lunch. أنتم تلاحظوا معي بلا راه كاين the infinitive to plant, to cook, to play. عقلوا على to هي الانفينيتيف ديال phrases. Participle. Participle, this phrase acts as an adjective and begins with a participle. شنو هو participle؟ أولا الphrase قلنا acts as an adjective تدير عمل ديال adjectives and it starts with a participle. A participle is an adjective. Participle هو واحد الadjective that has been made from a verb. إلا شديتي شي verb وقديتي منه الadjective تتسمى participle. Adjective participle بحالاش like played or playing تا ing. Okay وخلينا نشوفها من بعد as gerund. Okay. Examples. We have to fix the door broken by the ball. We have to fix the door. كاين اللي بتجي هذا الشكل تاع السنتنس غريب عليه ولكن هذا نوع آخر من الجرامر. We have to fix the door broken by the ball. سنقدو ذاك الباب اللي تهرس بسبب الكرة. The phrase modifies the noun door. Broken by the ball. The phrase modifies the noun door so it functions as an adjective. Prepositional or prepositional phrase. This phrase starts with a preposition. في المبادئ عندي phrase preposition we call it a prepositional phrase and it has an object of that preposition. It functions as adjectives or as adverbs. Okay, الجمل ديال prepositional phrase. I repeat this. Prepositional phrases are phrases that start with a preposition and they have an object of that preposition and they function as adjectives or as adverbs. Example, the bird flew over the garden. باش فين هي preposition هي over the garden. هذه phrase كاملة prepositional phrase. The phrase tells us where هالشيء بشكل سطحي دابا ندخل نتعمق فيه شوية بقاعدة من بعد. The phrase tells where the bird flew so it functions as an adverb. علاش as an adverb دابا نشوفوها من بعد حتى تجاوب لي على السؤال where it flew over the garden. Gerund, this phrase acts like a noun and starts with a verb ending with ing. هذا اللي قريتوه عارفينه من قبل. gerund هو verb plus ing. وقلنا هاد الفريز اللي تكون على شكل gerund راه كدير العمل بحال شي noun. اوكي وكتبدا starts with a verb that ends with ing. It can be a subject or an object على حسب المكان ديالها في sentence. Example, practicing sports is never a waste of time. شو دابا ولات practicing sport هذه phrase gerund phrase because it acts like a noun. Practicing sport is never a waste of time. ممارسة الرياضة يعني ماشي ثلاثة verb plus ing. اوكي يعني تندوي على الفانكشن ديالها as a noun هي verb practice plus ing but in function it is a noun. The phrase acts as the subject in this sentence. It acts as a subject. Noun phrases. A noun phrase includes a noun, a person, a place, or a thing, and the modifiers which distinguish it. modifiers اللي تيميزوها. You can find the noun cat in a sentence. الشرح علاش هذوك noun phrases. You can find cat in a sentence, but you don't know which cat the writer means until you take into consideration the entire noun phrase. قال لك تقدر تلقى cat في جملة ولكن ما تعرفش إن هي علاش يدوي ذاك الكاتب مع ذلك خديتي بعين الاعتبار the entire noun phrase هذاك الجملة الاسمية كاملة بحالاش that cat, Sarah's cat, in a cat the cat of Sarah, in a cat the cat on the sofa, which cat the neighbor's cat that chases our mouse, which cat the cat digging in the flower bed, etc. Modifiers can come before or after the noun. اسمتي modifier يقدر يجي قبل أو بعد الاسم. The modifiers that come before modifiers اللي يقدروا يجوا من قبل might include يقدر يكونوا فيهم أو من بينهم articles, possessive nouns, possessive pronouns, adjectives, and أو لا or participles. Articles بحالاش بحالها هو a cat, the cat. Possessive nouns Sarah's cat. Possessive nouns هو اللي تيكون في ديك الapostrophe تاع possession. Sarah's cat, the neighbor's cat, the police officer's cat. Possessive pronouns our cat, her cat, their cat. Adjectives that cat, the big cat, the white cat. Participles واللي شفنا من قبل قلنا the playing cat, the meowing cat, the trained dog. Modifiers that come after the noun might include modifiers اللي تيجوا من بعد اسم يقدروا يكون بينهم prepositional phrases, adjective clauses or participle phrases and or infinitive اللي شفناه بتو. اوكي adjective clause راه كنت درت عليهم الدرس ديالهم. Prepositional phrases examples a cat on the sofa. شوف on the sofa راه تتسمى prepositional phrase. تالي where the cat in the front seat. The cat in front seat كاملا front seat prepositional phrase. The cat behind the table. Behind the table. Behind the table كاملا again prepositional phrase. Adjective clauses بحالاش the cat that chases mice. هنا قطة the cat that chases mice. Which cat? The cat that looks happy. Which cat? the cat that won the championship. Okay? Participle phrases. Participle phrases, as we said before, the cat calling for food. Participle يقدر يكون ing gerund أو لا يقدر يكون ed. The cat calling for food. The cat played every day. لعبت كل يوم. Infinitive or infinitives. The cat to kiss. القطة اللي I don't know how to say it in Arabic, but the cat to kiss. Infinitive with verb preceded by to. The cat to have. The cat to adopt. Okay? Now with verb phrases. Every sentence generally has a verb, but sometimes the action being described requires more verbs تتطلب أفعال أكثر, so that the meaning in the sentence can be very clear to the reader باش يكون المعنى في الجملة واضح أكثر لهذاك القارئ. A verb phrase is made up of a main verb. عقلوا على هذه. A verb phrase is made up مقيد مناش ولا تتقاد من a main verb يكون عندي main verb and one or more helping verbs يدخلوا فيها ثانيتها helping verbs to be, to do, to have, modal verbs, etc. A main verb can stand by itself as the simple predicate of a sentence. Main verb يقدر يبقى راسه في الجملة. Example: different people lived in Moroccan towns. Different people lived in Moroccan towns. Lived main verb action. Lived main verb. Moroccans are hard-working people. For example, Moroccans are hard-working people. The main verb again is are. وخا Lincoln verb. It can also be a helping verb. To be يقدر يكون helping verb. are علاش قلنا main verb واللي كاين هنا. Helping verbs help the main verb express action or show time. Helping verbs تساعدوا باش يوضحوا أكثر المعنى عن طريق expressing the action or showing time. Ships from China would bring supplies to Moroccan stores. يعني هاد would bring هذه راه would modal verb عاد زادها another simple verb يعني كاملة تعتبر ليا verb phrase. Verb phrase. Would هي modal verb. Bring is a normal verb. Would is the helping verb هنا حيت modal verbs تعتبروا helping verbs كما غنشوفوا بعد قليل. Defining a verb phrase. What is a verb phrase? سمعتي verb phrase اش كنعنيو بها. A verb phrase can be the predicate of a sentence or a clause. Okay, شفنا هاد predicate من قبل. There will usually be a helping verb in addition to the main verb. فاش تسمع الverb phrase عرفها دائما غالبا كاين واحد main verb وكاين helping verb ديالو. Okay, in addition to the main verb. Examples: the author is writing a new book. كاتب قاعد يكتب لنا واحد كتاب جديد. Is writing a new book. هو is تعمل as a helping verb وهو الverb هنايا. I must pass this exam. pass عاوتاني هو المين verb. must حتى it is a modal verb تعتبر حتى هي كذلك a helping verb. So must pass هو الverb phrase. must pass كاملة. و must قلنا modal verb كيتستعمل كمساعد. pass هو المين verb. The cat might eat this fish. تقدر تاكل قطة هاد السمكة. might again a modal verb. It is a helping verb. Add the main verb which is eat. He was walking to work today. Was helping verb, walking the main verb. Common helping verbs. هذوك helping verbs متعارف عليهم بزاف. We have forms of to be اللي هو is, am, was, are, were, be or be. Forms of do. عندي do, does, did. Forms of have and the has, have, had. Other modal verbs. كاين others هما modal verbs اللي بحال قلنا may, might, can, must, should, could, would, shall, will, etc. Now with prepositional phrase. What is a prepositional phrase? Any phrase that has a preposition and the object of the preposition which can be a noun or a pronoun, okay, is called a prepositional phrase. يعني فيما لقيتي واحد preposition, a phrase that has the preposition لقيتي مع الأوبجيكت ديال ديك preposition يقدر يكون noun أو لا pronoun, it is called a prepositional phrase. مثلا the little cat is hiding behind the tree. is hiding behind the tree. hiding فين؟ هاد behind the tree. حتى behind أنا ملونتهاش باش تبان لكم to try your understanding. behind هي وراء أو خلفه. يعني behind the tree هي prepositional phrase. the little cat is sleeping under the table. under the table تحت الطاولة هي prepositional phrase. the little cat is running on the floor. هاي تاني عندي preposition on the floor, يعني prepositional phrase. I have succeeded after I failed many times. after I failed many times. after preposition. after I failed many times. Okay. types of prepositional phrase. يعني prepositional phrase حتى هما فيهم types. Okay. basically there are two types of prepositional phrase, عندي adverb phrases وعندي adjective phrases. Okay. اللي بغيت تفهم لي هادشي مزيان خاصو يكون ضابط شنو هو الادفيرب، عاد يكون ضابط شنو هو الادجكتيف in order to understand easily what do we mean by adverb phrases او باش كنعنيو ب adjective phrases. وهادشي اللي درت انا في الدرس ديالي بليز هادشي راه اضافه او توضيح مبسط، يعني بتعتمد على داكشي اللي شتي عند الاستاذ والكتب ولا البوليكوب اللي تيعطيك الاستاذ، عاد جي عندي انايا هنايا باش نوضح لك اش اللي ما تفهمش لي. Adverb phrases. What is an adverb phrase? An adverb phrase modifies an adjective. بحال adverb. It modifies an adjective. It modifies a verb. Or sometimes it modifies an adverb itself. Okay? They answer the questions. انتقل عليها على هادو بحال adverbs. It answers the question. Adverb phrase كتجاوب لي على السؤال تاع why, تاع when, how, where, or under what condition something happens كي كنا شفنا في adverbs. Adverb phrases can be found in any place in the sentence. نقولوا الفرق بين adverb phrases وبين adjective phrases. Adverb phrases can be found in any place in the sentence. For example, we have the phone was put on the desk. The phone was put on the desk. Adverb فين تحط لنا الفون on the desk. The prepositional phrase on the desk tells us where the phone was put. And on the desk تقول لنا فين تحط التليفون. They have a villa by the sea. The prepositional phrase by the sea tells us where they have the villa. يعني كتجاوب لي على where يعني by the sea هو prepositional phrase. We climbed up the mountain to exercise. Okay? Up the mountain to exercise. Up the mountain. Up is the preposition. And up the mountain is the prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase functions as an adverb phrase. It modifies or modifying the verb climb. Sometimes it modifies verbs. It bothers our teacher when students talk during class. كتبرزط الأستاذ ديالنا تيتبرزط باش يهضروا ليه التلاميذ في القسم during class. During is the preposition and during class is the prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase functions as an adverb phrase. Why? Because it modifies the verb talk. Talk during class. Okay? نتمنى يكون وضح شوية الأمور. What does it mean with these phrases? What they are all about. Okay, the last part, which is adjective phrases or an adjective phrase. An adjective phrase modifies a pronoun or a noun. اسمها adjective phrase رات مرة it modifies a pronoun or a noun. Adjective phrases are immediately هذا هما الفرق بينهم بين adverb phrase اللي يقدروا تلقاو في أي بلاصة في الجملة من أمكنة مختلفة، ولكن adjective phrases are immediately placed after the noun or the pronoun they modify. Adjective phrases answer the following questions about the word they modify. يجاوبوا لنا السؤال ديال which one أي واحد أي نوع what kind of how many and whose. okay. The red phone in the bag is yours. The red phone in the bag is yours. The prepositional phrase in the bag tells us which phone. هذيك in the bag تقول لنا اش من تليفون، مش تليفون اللي في الزنقة. Telephone which is in the bag. The phone in the bag. The dog with him is his friend. The dog with him كلب اللي معاه صديقه. With is the preposition, and with him هو object personal pronoun used as an object. هنا كي قلنا تقدر تكون مع noun ولا pronoun. هنا as pronoun that is used as an object. Pronoun that can be used as an object. Him. With him is the prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase functions as an adjective phrase. علاش? Because it modifies the word dog. With him. شكون هو? With him. The dog. Which dog? The dog with him. Use the chair behind you and have a seat. استعمل الكرسي اللي وراك جلس and have a seat. Okay. Behind is the preposition. Behind. وراء أو خلفه. And behind you is the prepositional phrase. عاوتاني preposition plus pronoun. Very easy now. Is the prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase functions as an adjective phrase. علاش؟ حيت تتموديفي the word chair. ماشي أي كرسي. The chair behind you. We live at the corner of the street. نسكنوا في زاوية تاع الشارع. At is the preposition, and at the corner is the prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase functions as an adjective phrase, modifying the word house. Sorry, it modifies the word corner. Yes, where we live. At the corner of the street. كنتمنى يكون واضح هادشي and please خذوا كل حاجة step by step. حيت هادشي بحال الكلوزز. هاد الفريزز راه بحال الكلوز. صعيب يضبطوا لك أول مرة بسهولة. يعني lots of practice و lots of examples. قلبوا على أمثلة online و whatever وشوفوهم و try to understand them. And that's it. الله يستر الجميع. I'm just trying to help you. Please take what is positive from me and leave what is negative to me. See you with another lesson.